All right, so we're ready to go on to today's lesson. We're going to start with the warm-up. So as always, we should be looking over at our assignment panel, and it tells us to fill the window with a random color every time the user clicks inside the window. So if I click on Run Solution, there's my window. If I click on it, we see that the colors are changing. And that it is looking to see if I'm hitting the quit button to get this. So the first thing, they've imported Pygame, they've imported random, they've initialized Pygame. They've set the window to 200 by 200. They've filled the window with white, and they've already flipped the display. They've started the while loop. So the first thing we need to do is to check if the user has closed the event. So for event in Pygame dot event dot get parentheses colon if event dot type equal Pygame dot quit. And remember, the quit has to be in all caps because that's a command that Pygame recognizes. You need a colon at the end of that line. Oops, and that should have been tabbed in. And then if they have hit quit, we're going to say running is equal to false. So that's the first part that we have to do. After that, that's just checking to see if you remember if they've hit the X at the top right hand corner of the screen to quit the program. Now we also have to check to see, because remember, every time I clicked, it changed colors. So now inside this loop, and I'm going to add a comment here, we're going to check for our mouse click. So if event dot type equal Pygame dot mouse button down colon. So again, this is where it's checking, am I pressing on the mouse button or my trackpad, which is also used as a mouse button. It's checking for that, and if it is, this is where I have to put my random colors. So I'm going to do a comment hashtag color. And remember our colors, I know it's been a while, our colors are based on R, G, and B, so I'm just going to use those letters. So R equals random dot rand int, and we're going to go from 0 to 255. Remember, that's the range of colors that we have. We'll do the same thing. G equals random dot rand int 0, 255. And we'll do the same thing for B. Random dot rand int 0, 255. So now we've set up our colors. Now the next thing to do would be to actually fill our window. So I'm going to do hashtag draw. This is so we know what we're putting in the window. So window dot fill, and you're going to need double parentheses here, and then R comma G comma B double parentheses. And remember, we have to flip the display inside the while loop each time through for it to erase what was previously there. So Pygame dot display dot flip with our empty parentheses. So you should be able to go ahead and run your program now. So if I run this, starting with a white window, I click on it, And every time I click, I'm getting another random color, and it's going to keep going until I actually quit out of the program. So again, remember, anytime with these videos, you can always pause them and go back and work through them, making sure you're getting all of the lines of code. And make sure, again, you're coming down to the pink button and you are turning in those assignments so that I can give you credit for them.